This week was interesting with a severe cold front in our country and 4 of our national roads closed because of snow. 1 meter snow, which is very uncommon. And the horses and the game, they're keeping well. The water troughs freezing solid and the game not having access to except where there was living or running water. But our progress acquiring our farm and my relationship with my friend Rodeo and all the other things have worked out quite well. I'll share that with you now. This horse of mine, we've been bonding a bit, and my wife's working with Titan, yeah, and he's been giving me exceedingly hard time. I don't have that much time to spend with him. I try and ride him twice a week, and 3 times a week I'll carry him a bit, brush him a bit. And this morning, leading him, he broke away and broke off his lead rope. Because this friend broke loose this morning, I just want to get him used to things, otherwise he'll spoil. Then it's going to be a fight every morning to keep him close, and he doesn't have that nature, but they spoil easy. Speaking about easy, acquiring the farm, and you know, it was a big job getting all these sections of land together, and Tony owning 6 or 7 of the 9 title deeds that will form our 8,000 acre conservancy. I went and I spoke to him, telling him exactly where we stand, how we're going, also speaking to him about the rhino that we want to put in. There's 300 hectares in the middle of the farm that we need to fence with. It's only 2 cables. One is a foot off the ground, the other one is another foot off the ground. Now most game and everything can step off it and over it, but the rhinos can't jump. They can't lift themselves higher than about 30 centimeters or a foot off the ground. They can't even go over the log. So that's easy to confine them then, and because of the rhino poaching that's so rife in South Africa, we'll have to go that route. Speaking to him about time frames, him planting his winter wheat, we wanted to start to fence now. That we'll have to postpone. But before the summer crops are due to be planted, we'd very much like to be active. It's like the time I take to spend with this friend. It's not easy. His temperament is wonderful. The land that we can get is wonderful, but it takes a bit of effort. All the ingredients is there, but the time frame, our time frame is a concern. I think we're going to overrun with about 8 weeks, which is not too much of a problem, but it's cutting it very fine at the moment. So by grace and by faith, and that's the only way we're going to make it. The last few things we have to wrap up is the location on Shay's farm for our feeding and animal congregative area, where we're going to put some feed out, where we're going to put some licks out, and where we can monitor those animals when they're together. Cheryl's farm with all these hills that you see, yeah, it's very difficult to drive there. So the animals are spread. They're also not as numerous. So that's why we've taken over the project, and we've taken over the game, and we're monitoring and improving it. We're going to see where we're going to put up our station, and we are now down to the same species, which is impala for Cheryl's farm and for Yandre's. And some ostriches for Cheryl. So that was the vote, that was our decision, discussing it. Now we have to make it work, so we'll be speaking to Helicon even today to start the process of catching, selecting, transporting and releasing.